Well, hey, good morning. So, I wanted to share with you about my my OPTAVIA journey, okay? So, in 2018, almost what is this? 2000 it's going to be 2020. 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh my gosh, it's almost 5 years ago. Okay, so I went on OPTAVIA in February of 2018. And by that, I think it was March, April, May, June. By July, I had lost 48 pounds. I was thrilled. It changed my life. I never varied even one time from the program. I stuck to it exactly. That's my orchid lights coming on, by the way, back there. Well, yeah, I worked on a few habits, but mostly I stuck to that program like glue. Well, then I kept the weight off really well for, I don't know, at least a year. And then very, very gradually, I started putting on a pound or two here and there. And then I found myself in 2000, I guess by this past October 2022, I looked in the mirror one day when I was having trouble fitting into even my biggest clothes. And literally, I looked in the mirror and I went, what happened? Suddenly, I no longer saw the slim me. I saw someone who was the size that when I looked at other people that were that size, I would think, oh, they could benefit from our program. Take off a few pounds. We all do stuff like that, right? Anyhow, so I went back on plan on October 6th, which was the day after my 71st birthday. And it's taken me from then until today. Today is December 23rd. So what is that? November, almost 2.5 months. And I've just about lost 10 pounds. Now you may say, geez, that's taken her so long. But you know what? It's not about the calendar. It's not about the scale. It's about the fact that now I am finally dealing with the habits that caused me to be so overweight and, by the way, unhealthy back almost 5 years ago. I was diabetic after I lost the weight on OPTAVIA. I was finally eating in a healthy way, and my blood sugar became normal. By the way, my blood sugar still is what's considered normal, but it's higher than it was after I originally lost the weight. So, I'm probably at the top of the normal range and needs to go back down. My blood pressure is doing better. The thing is, I didn't give up eating healthy. I still ate pretty healthy, but the thing is, I ate too much healthy food, you know. So even though my health was doing better, I was starting to put on the pounds. Also, with COVID, I spent 2 years kind of sitting on the couch instead of working out several times a week, walking my dog, being active. I was no longer very active. So the amount I was taking in and the amount that was getting worked off were nowhere canceling each other out for sure. But like I said, I was still eating kind of healthy. Well, finally, when I had that awakening in the mirror of like, oh my gosh, what has happened? I felt very motivated to get back on program. Also, I was not physically comfortable. I just wasn't. My pants were tight. I was hanging over my pants, all that kind of stuff. And things that used to fit me nicely no longer did. So now, like I said, I'm down almost 10 pounds, but it's taken so long. I think the first time I went on program, I was down, like in 2 weeks, I was down more than 10 pounds. Now it's been 2.5 months, but here's the difference. I am finally getting some victory over poor habits that I had developed for, what, 65, 70 years. And I think that this time, I know that this time I have a different view. It's not about, whoa, I've lost all this weight. I can fit into anything, buy it off the rack in the store. Now I'm learning how I'm going to keep it off. See, once I started losing weight the first time on program, I was so thrilled about losing weight, I wanted to keep that up. And I would hear other people share, and they would have fallen down here and there and had to pick themselves up. And, you know, they had put on some weight, or they had stopped losing because they had this or that problem. I didn't have that happen. You know, I was still doing great. But the thing is, I wasn't learning to deal with some of my problems. I was not doing the whole program. By the way, when I did the program, it was before we had the Life book, and a lot of the videos, the Zooms and stuff that I would get on, you know, they hit or miss as far as what was my particular problem. So back then, we did not have a comprehensive education system. In other words, comprehensive means containing all or almost all elements, okay? Now, we have the Life book and the videos, and we have a comprehensive system that goes, actually, we call them elements, element by element, and covers all the different areas that people might need to deal with in order to learn to get healthy lives in every area, not just the number on the scale. Now, my goal is to deal with the problems I have, and my weight loss has been like this. Okay? The trend has been down, but there have been ups also. It's been kind of like a roller coaster, you know? Starts off and it goes high, and then it goes down and up and up again and up. There are ups between the downs. That's what's been happening to me. But I have been motivated. I want to see the numbers go down. But you know what? I'm more attached to taking care of the habits, getting to the, you know, anybody who's been like in business probably has studied about finding the root cause of a problem. So my problem was not that I was overweight, it was that I was living a lifestyle and thinking in ways that were resulting in my being overweight and unhealthy, okay? So I'm dealing with the root causes of the problem now. And you could look up root cause analysis on Google and you'll see how that works. It may even be helpful to you. So anyway, what I'm doing now is not about a number on a calendar. Oh, how quickly can I lose this weight? Or a number on the scale. Oh, look, it's going down and down and down. It's about dealing with what has caused the weight problem. What are the root causes of it? So the fact that I gained the weight back, is that the fault of OPTAVIA? Is that some flaw in the program? No, absolutely not. That is due to the fact that I think I was more focused on losing the weight than I was on dealing with why I had put it on to begin with. And you know what? That's okay. We all go through different things. We go through different seasons in life. We have, you know, sort of revelations or awarenesses that change. But I just wanted to share, you know, sometimes it's nice if we can learn from someone else's experience instead of having to go through something ourselves to learn it. So if you keep in mind that when you're on the program, look, you could go on any program to lose weight, right? They all work, more or less, right? But if you want to deal with the root causes of why you put it on to begin with, so that maybe you won't put it back on again, I think that our program really helps you to deal with that. If you are using all 4 components, and particularly the life book, the one that probably most people don't like to have to use. Oh, a textbook. Oh, a journal. No, I don't want to do that. Have you tried it? There's a saying, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you haven't tried it before, if you've done it your way and it hasn't worked, well, try it this way. Try something different. Maybe it'll work for you.